They are so bad. And I know, whenever you go in Uganda, you just go in your schools, you just go in your buildings, you don't go deeper. You don't go where you got minerals. You don't go where our people are. You don't even visit prisons.
Yes.
UN, US, UK, we know you are the one who colonized Uganda. We know that. And whatever which is going in Uganda, it's you. And you are the one who is not allowing us to fight a dictator, because you are funding him, you are giving him guns, you are giving him money to poison us. You are giving him money to use other people to fight us. So whoever who is dying in Uganda, in a prison, like Muhammad Sagirinya, his blood is on you. He died innocently.
Just like Bobby.
And I'm here to say, even if he died, we need his justice.
We still need that justice.
Even if he died, we need to know who planted him to say that he killed the people.
Thank you.
You don't gonna think that because the people are dying, we'll stop there demanding justice. No. We demand justice for Honorable Segirinya.
And we shall never stop.
And we shall never
until we get
stop.
Justice.
Stop funding a dictator.
And when we
stop funding Muhoz, his father, and his family.
When we get rid of Museveni,
we
shall stop collaboration with the EU.
Those funding you're giving them is the funding they're using to torture us.
Stop funding the dictator.
To kill us. To kill our brothers, our mothers, our sisters. To prison us.
To deny us democracy. To deny us to choose who should be our leader.
Stop. EU, stop. Stop. EU, US, UK, stop funding the dictator. Stop giving him guns. Stop giving him bad drugs.
Stop giving him money to bribe MPs.
Stop giving him money to bribe us. We are not worth it for that money. We need our freedom.
And life.
We need our rights. We need to be in our country.
We need to be able to protest weather in Uganda, just like here.
Even us, we can't even go to our country because of your funding, because dictator will torture us.
Stop funding a dictator.
Stop funding.
We need to be able.
And you're here sitting on the table, showing us on the TVs that you have been with him. You can't even sanction him. Why? Because we know. For me, I know why you don't do that. Because you steal our minerals through him.
Stop funding a dictator.
You steal our minerals through him. You steal our gold through him. You steal our oil through him. That's why you don't want him to go.
Exactly.
That's why you don't want him to go.
Because he's corrupt.
And you know, Museveni is not Ugandan.
Yes.
You know that.
Yes. He's Rwandese.
And it's easier for you to steal our minerals.
Him and Kagame are Rwandese.
And you are here complaining about Congo thingy.
M23.
Who is funding M23?
Museveni.
It's you.
Who
Not
is
even Museveni. It's EU.
EU is funding Museveni
Because you want to distract us.
to fund M23.
You want to distract us, showing that you are now in a democracy. You are now condemning M23, and we know you are done funding it.
For how long are you going to condemn without
because
action?
Museveni doesn't have money if you don't give him money.
For how long are you going to
Because
condemn
Museveni can't get guns
without
if you don't
action?
give him guns. Museveni can't get tear gas if you don't give him tear gas.
You are funding the dictator.
Museveni goes on TV
Yes.
and even talk the worst words any leader cannot say, but he's still keeping quiet.
Stop funding
You're still keeping quiet. Museveni said he will kill us. Museveni said he will deal with us, and he's dealing with us because you are funding him.
You are funding
Because you are
M23.
supporting him.
You are funding M23.
Because you are supporting him.
Yes.
And why are you supporting a person who is torturing us? Why are you supporting a person who is killing us?
Why?
Why are you supporting a person who is poisoning us, even for nothing?
Why do you support someone who does not respect democracy?
Why are you supporting someone
Who steals
if you are not
elections?
stealing our minerals?
Our youth are dying.
He steals
Because
the elections.
I know, if you are really a human rights, if you are really a democracy, do you really love Uganda the way it is?
No.
No.
Do you really love Uganda the way it is?
Without hospitals,
Because I will
poor roads.
not be like other colleagues. I know the fact that you know the Ugandans. I know the fact whatever is going in Uganda. I know you know.
They are evil lying Africans.
But you are continuing
They don't like the
making
Africans.
us being tortured.
Being
You
killed.
are continuing making us being killed. Like a Muhammad Segedi.
Being raped.
He came out.
Being sodomized.
He came out. He said it. He came out and said it. He's been tortured. Please help me. Nothing you did.
You continue to support Museveni.
Until he's now dead.
Museveni.
Until now he's dead. That is Anita Monge. Anita Monge is there using parliament as if he's in his own house. You are watching it.
Yes.
Anita Monge is there using parliament as if he's in his own house. You are watching it. Giving people money to torture us.
Stop funding Uganda.
Because whenever you go in Uganda, you parade them, you take them, the way I've tortured us. That's why I said today, you are the one killing us.
Yes.
You are the one supporting our killings.
Stop funding Uganda.
Whatever penny, whatever money you're giving Museveni, it means you are just dead.
You support it to kill our youth.
Supporting
Stop
M23.
killing us.
M23 is a terrorist group.
Stop killing us. Stop taking our minerals for free.
Museveni is ADF.
Stop
Museveni is
taking our gold
M23.
for free.
Yes.
Stop funding the dictator.
Stop funding a dictator.
And immediately sanction Muhoz because Muhoz came out and he said he want to kill KYAGULANYI.
Cut off his
He
head.
came out on his Twitter. That's enough evidence. That's enough evidence.
Sanction all of them.
Miriam Brack.
Sanction Anita Monge.
Miriam Brack. Sanction
He's
Museveni.
using parliament as if it's his own house.
Even Ibuga.
Sanction Mpuga.
Because it's corruption.
He
Corruption.
took our money.
Kayuga. That is money.
Unlawfully.
He took our money.
Unlawfully.
And he's using that money to bribe everybody.
He's using that money to prevent people from voting the president they want.
He is even the one who uses that money to kill, massacre people. And blame us.
Including Segirinya.
And I'm here today to tell Mpuga, although you don't want to commit it, you are the one who killed the massacre people.
Yes. Up to
You
now.
know in your heart,
They
you are
killed the
one who
massacre
killed
people.
them.
Yes.
You are the one who killed your own people to blame others because they give you the money.
Yes. Massacre.
Because you want to play. You want to play about politics. You want to play politics. Guys, stop playing on our lives because of your politics.
People power.
Stop
Wow.
playing on our lives because of your politics. And the UA.
You are watching everything.
We watch every step you are taking in your country.
Yes.
One day, one day
You're going to pay back.
you're going to pay each and single blood you have committed.
Because we got all the evidence. We got all the evidence of all atrocities, and yet you're doing nothing about it.
People power. Oyo abadde bamuyita Nakalanzi Kamula lya Woma. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Just add on.
Kamula lya
Woma. The reason why we are here, we are seeking accountability. The European Union funds the brutal dictator in Uganda every year.
Funds M23
with around
and ADF.
700 million pounds every year. But go to Uganda and see what that money on the ground has done. Nothing. It's only in Uganda whereby we don't have no public service delivery, no hospitals, no schools, no roads. But the brutal dictator of Uganda is 13.5 million rich. I want to take this opportunity to highlight that the brutal dictator last week hijacked the human rights activist known as Agatha Atwile. I think you know her.
Yes.
She is the one who exposed the corruption scandal in
parliament.
That so-called parliament of the dictator.
Yes.
Right now as we stand here, she's being tortured in those torture chambers in Uganda,
Yes.
which are being funded by the European Union.
Yes.
We are calling on the brutal dictator to release Bobby Young.
Yes.
He has been in prison
Yes.
for over 8 months now.
Yes.
Just for wearing a red beret.
Yes.
Is it an offense?
No.
In the UK, you see policemen on the horses. We are demonstrating.
Yes.
And they are here to
Yes.
make sure that the brutal dictator does not use his accomplices in the UK.
Like a tear gas. Tear gas.
We are here today to send our message, a clear message to the European Union that you cannot survive with the brutal dictator Museveni. Museveni is in his last days. Museveni cannot survive the coming 4 years. It's time to look for an alternative. And the alternative is only
Civilian-led.
through civilian elections led and funded by the European Union. We voted in 2021 for change in Uganda.
Yes.
The brutal dictator
Denied.
stopped our victory.
Denied the EU as well, observers.
Denied the EU because they funded that election.
Yes.
But what happened?
The
The
EU.
UN and the European Union, they didn't condemn, having accepted that it was a rigged election.
Yes.
They didn't condemn the brutal
They did not condemn it.
Now today, we are standing here. The elections are coming next year. We need sanctions against this brutal dictator.
Yes.
To make sure that any vote casted, dictator Museveni. Museveni is in his last days. Museveni cannot survive the coming 4 years. It's time to look for an alternative. And the alternative is only
Civilian-led.
through civilian elections led and funded by the European Union. We voted in 2021 for change in Uganda.
Yes.
The brutal dictator
Denied.
stopped our victory.
Denied the EU as well, observers.
Denied the EU because they funded that election.
Yes.
But what happened?
The
The
EU.
UN and the European Union, they didn't condemn, having accepted that it was a rigged election.
Yes.
They didn't condemn the brutal
They did not condemn it.
Now today, we are standing here. The elections are coming next year. We need sanctions against this brutal dictator.
Yes.
To make sure that any vote casted is not robbed. When we talk about democracy, in the UK we've had more than 13 prime ministers. That is what they call democracy.
Yes.
Uganda, we are lacking leadership. We've been living under this brutal dictator for 40 years.
Yes.
You can't call 40 years democracy. We need change in Uganda, and change is overdue. We are calling on the European Union and the world, the civilized world, to remove this brutal dictator Museveni.
To sanction him.
Uganda.
To sanction him for all crimes.
Sanctions. At least sanctions will work. We know you cannot send your army there, but sanctions will work because we know it has worked in Zimbabwe, where the brutal dictator Mugabe, he was brutalizing his own people. Eventually he went.
Yes.
We want the same sanctions against the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda.
Yes.
We don't want the so-called sanctions only on people who are trying to highlight the atrocities in Uganda.
Yes.
We know Sankara was a good president.
Yes.
But he was assassinated.
Yes.
Because he was working for his own people.
Yes.
But the so-called double standard led by the European Union,
Yes.
whereby you're talking about democracy, but you're funding a brutal dictator who has been in power for 40 years.
Yes.
That cannot be democracy.
No.
The standards of European Union is based on human rights.
Yes.
But Museveni is the worst brutal dictator to commit human rights against Ugandans.
Yes. And
Not
yet.
only Ugandans, he has gone to Southern Sudan.
Yes.
He has invaded Southern Sudan.
Yes.
With the help of the European Union.
Yes.
Because you are arming the brutal dictator's thugs. You buy boots and uniform for the thugs. Now in Congo, it's an unopened ground. Yeah, people forward! So now, Museveni is a transit for European Union. What do I mean by transit? All the minerals from Congo, they are smuggled to Uganda. And then from Uganda, they find their way to invest in Belgium, to Paris in France, to Munich in Germany.
To Switzerland.
While the Congolese and the Ugandan indigenous people cannot afford even a £1 lunch, not even a £1 paracetamol. This is the European Union we are talking about. To stop the double standard of supporting the brutal dictator in the night, and daytime they talk about democracy. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
Everywhere.
NUP.
NUP.
Everywhere.
We want and will stay here until the brutal dictator Museveni of Uganda is gone.
And the dictatorship.
I promise you, under our leadership led by our President Robert KYAGULANYI SENTAMU.
Yay!
Is going.
Yay!
God is standing on one leg.
Yay!
We hope and we pray that God will take him so quick for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
People power. Our power.
People power. Everywhere.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
People power.
Our power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga.
Fight hard Sekirinya.
Fight hard, Sekirinya.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Love you, you will be missed. Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga Sekirinya.
Kunga Sekirinya.
People power.
Our power.
Our power.
People power.
NUP.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
NUP.
Now with that calling call, we are here to tell EU to stop funding Uganda. Uganda is a country where the new currency is corruption. They have stolen everything from funds of the census to hospitals, to a hospital, a specialized hospital that never exists, and that's the Uganda. We are not talking about corruption of 110 million. It's in billions of millions. Uganda is the only country where $8 million every day are siphoned by the leadership. Uganda is another